Welcome, friends. Welcome back to my page. I am Sarah with DIY with Crafty Sarah. And let me see if I find us. Trying to think of what I forgot. I forgot my water. That's one thing. I'm on just a couple minutes early. Let's see. Here's my... Grab a little water here. Hope you guys are good. I should check and see what I... Why does it keep doing that? I was going to check and see what I quoted for a price for this. Thinking it's right around $10. So we'll just go with that. So this little bunny is $10. And we are going to... We're going to paint this tonight. It'll be kind of boring, but hang in there. It's cute when it's done. So I think I'm just going to get started. I'm going to paint my bunny in burlap. I did cut this out. And this will look like this. Sort of. You know, you don't always paint everything the same as somebody else does. So that is that. And this doesn't need to be painted except for his socks. I say his, but it could be a her. So how was your day today? Did you guys have a good day? I had a good day. Very busy. I never know if I should paint a bunny brown or paint a bunny gray. Our bunnies around here are brown. But in my mind, I picture bunnies as being gray. So these are his feet. So the only thing that's going to show is this little part down here. Now that my laser's working again, I'll probably start doing a kit every once in a while. Maybe once a week. If you pop on, say hello. Say hello. Hi, hi. And the laser is working, but it's not like 100% yet. And I feel like it's a light burn setting. Because we had an upgrade, and I feel like that screwed me over. But I might be wrong. Some files it cuts just like a dream, and some files it won't cut. It says, it comes up with an error message that I've never seen before. So, there you go. Just my luck, huh? So I'm going to do this in Cinnamon Stick, his shoes. Or her shoes. Its shoes. These kits paint together so easily, you guys. They're all in pieces. I send you pictures. You can choose your colors, but you can go by what I do, or you can think of your own, which is fine too. Which is fine as can be. I'm only going to paint one of these because I'm going to glue it together. So I'll just paint this side. So today I went to my high school classmates. We meet once a month and we have lunch together. Sometimes there's like 15 of us. Today there was only 6 of us. Or 7. Let's see. No, there was 8. There was 3, 6, 8. There was 8 of us. But it worked out fine. It was a nice little luncheon. Then I went and visited my dad, who's 87 years old. And still living in his own house. It does pretty darn good. I worry about him, but he does okay. He told me today he's got his bike all ready to go. He rides a bike still, 87 years old. He says he feels more comfortable riding a bike than he does walking, because he gets kind of dizzy walking. But he really doesn't feel that way when he's on his bike. So, he is going to be on his bike. Is that all you have is 6? We usually have like 10 or 15. But they didn't today. But it was nice. We had a good laugh. And then we found out that we lost one of our classmates, which is terrible. So that makes us at like 55 or something that we've lost. Makes me sad. You know, when you're kids, you just don't think about that. And she was one that really debated if she was going to come to our class reunion. And in the end, she did. And that was just this last May. And she had no idea at that time that she had cancer. And it got her. Stinking crap. Hey, Heather. It's chilly here today. It got up to maybe 50. Something like that. So I just wore this over this. I didn't wear a coat. This is one of my thrifted little things. This little shack it is. That's me, the thrift girl. You know, when you work there, you see things. And you think you need them. But you don't. But you think you do. But you don't. My friend Heather on here is the thrift queen. She has... You should put your page on here, Heather. Heather's Creative Closet. Is it inspiration for you or inspiring for you? You should put it on here, Heather. You should be here on your business page. Well, you can't, I guess, because her group is private. But she puts together some stinking amazing outfits. Not gonna lie. She does awesome. So I'm going to paint the nose pink. And the heart, I'm going to paint the nose pink. I don't think they did, but I'm going to. And it's a very pale pink. It's like, it's called Baby Blush. So it's almost white, but it's not. And I might do this little heart in that color too. Are you guys thinking about Easter yet? How crazy is that? We have Fat Tuesday next week, and then comes Ash Wednesday. The Easter season will have begun. Craziness. It's crazy how time just goes by so fast. So fast. Let's see. What color do I want to do that? I think I'm going to do these buttons in this. My little flower should be what? Because my little flower will go on top of here. What color should we make my flower? Lavender? Thought about making this kind of, and I should have, but I didn't. Thought about making him kind of grungy. So I kind of like grungy. I'm going to do the green. I'm going to worry about the flower later. This is Desert Cactus. These are all, oh my gosh. What is the brand of paint? Deco Art. Deco Art Americana. I squeeze them into these honey jars just because then I don't have to mess with little bottles and half little bottles and all of that nonsense. But anyway. So that will go in there. You guys, these are easy. They're just easy peasy to put together. Easy peasy. I always send you a picture. This little kit is $10. Right around 10. Might be a little bit less. Might be $9.75. I can't remember. So his shoes are going to go there. And they get some striped socks. I'm just going to... And they did make the lines. Match. So anybody doing anything fun for Valentine's Day? I got my husband his card today. That's all I do. He always gets me something, but I never get him. I mean, if I get him something, it'll be something dumb, like candy or something. Because he likes candy. But I was just talking to Heather on the phone, and I was saying that our granddaughter has a music thing in Kearney on Saturday. And I was thinking about calling my brother-in-law, who is my husband's sister's husband, and she passed away a year ago, January 10th, with ALS. And I thought, maybe I should call Rob and have him come and have dinner with us. And then I thought, oh my gosh, you guys, it's Valentine's Day. It'll be absolutely stupid everywhere you go. So I'm like, no, we'll pass. And I said something to my daughter about it too. I go, it's Valentine's Day. So she goes, yeah, Mom, it's going to be a zoo. And it will be. Although I don't know what time. I feel like we go over there and it isn't very long. I mean, this little thing doesn't last very long. They sing a song or two and then it's done. But it's cute. And her older sister did it, so she's doing it. I'm like, that's cool. Do it. I think I'm going to do that one in buttermilk, which is that right there. Actually, I should do a makeup sponge, because you guys, if you do that, sometimes you can save yourself from having to go over these letters, because it engraves them enough that you'll be able to see them, and it did pretty good. It did pretty good. I'm going to grab some of that pink. A lot of people will paint with these. They do all of their stuff with these. If I do the flower, they match they did do the flower the same as the heart. I don't know if I would do that, but I guess I will, because I'm lazy. Don't want to go get another color. So tomorrow night I'll be working at the Treasure Trove. They couldn't find anybody for Friday and Saturday, but they said if somebody could work Thursday, somebody else would take Friday or Saturday. So that's what we did. I said I would take, oops, I put too much on there. I would take Thursday if someone else took Friday or Saturday. So that's what we ended up doing. Okay. Everything is painted. So let's dry. Let's dry. So if you guys are interested in this kit, just let me know. I'll get it sent right out to you. Shipping on this one wouldn't be much. I think that's good enough. The excitement of my day was I went to pick up my prescriptions and they were $500 less than they were last month. Oh, you got volleyball tournaments? How far is Texas over for you? Very far? We have to go about an hour and just a little over an hour, like maybe an hour 15 to get to Kearney. And it's at the college. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's at a school, I think. I should remember. I've been there like 3 years in a row with the other granddaughter, but oh well, there you go, you guys. I'm gonna have to repaint that because that is a. See, you should test your stuff before. One is smaller than the other, and I got it backwards. Actually, I could have put it on the other side, but that's okay. That's okay. So you just want to make sure that you don't have any glue sticking there in the middle, and set that down to dry. And I'm going to take my ink pad. This is a Memento Luxe in the color of Espresso Truffle. And I'm just going to go around my pieces, and that just shades them a little bit. And this is a very well-loved ink pad. It's kind of crumbling away because I should probably let it go. And I think I have another one, but you know. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get my laser figured out, like really figured out. I can still cut some things though. It's so weird because, like I said, some things it just, like this, cut right out. But I wanted to cut out a salt box candle holder. What it's telling me is that my file is bigger than my piece of wood, and it's not. It absolutely is not. So I just figure it's got to be something in Lightburn. But do you think I can figure it out? No. I'm not techie at all. Not gonna lie. I'm not techie at all. Scott used to help me do all of that stuff. I would ask him something, and he would have me figured out in a second. Now poor Todd, my little brother, gets me. He gets stuck with me. He's the best. And my son Josh is pretty techie. And he went to his transplant doctor today, and he's still not officially listed, but I feel like he will be. But I think he's going to end up waiting because he's really not doing too bad right now. He's not going to get better. That's the thing. He may get... He's not going to get better. I mean, the leak is the leak. So... he seems to be doing pretty good. I'm not sure how, but he is. He's going to Cleveland next week, so it makes me nervous. Oh, you get to go with your work buddies too? Okay, so we start gluing stuff together, and it's just like a puzzle, you guys. I use this art glitter glue because it dries in about 5 minutes, but it dries good. But it gives you time. It gives you time to get your stuff situated right, and then it sticks. And it does stick. And arms go, I don't even know how they're supposed to go. They must just kind of go like that, or they must go like that. Otherwise they'd look funny, wouldn't they? Otherwise, they're looking squirrely, squirrely whirly. Chloe won her game last night. She scored 11 points in JV and in varsity. So that was amazing. She was so excited. But she did get... Man, it was an aggressive game, you guys. Whew. It was like... It was aggressive. Really aggressive. There were girls falling all over the place and running into each other, and the one thing I look over and she's laying on the floor. And she's kind of tender-hearted. She cries easily. And her mom is just like, she's fine. I'm like, I think she's hurt. And I'm like, here's Grandma. Grandma wants to run out there and see if she's okay. And her mom is like, she's fine. And she was. She was fine. But Grandma was worried about her. Then we stayed because she is a cheerleader. You guys, she's in the school band, so she played, what's my watch doing? She played basketball. When she was done, she went over and she played her trombone, or her trumpet, in the pep band. And as soon as that was done, then she went, or I guess the boys were playing basketball, and then when the boys were at halftime or something, the girls go down and change into their cheerleading outfits. Half the basketball team is cheerleaders. If not all of them. No, they aren't all, but There's a lot of them that are cheerleaders. You're like, what the heck? This is so cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to have to paint this with the cinnamon stick. So we've got a special on our Chalk Couture site, you guys. If you go in and place an order that's $65, you get a free transfer and 3 little chubbies that go with it. A chick, a lamb, and I think a bunny. And they are adorable. Let me get this paint out of here because that will affect my leg of my bunny going in there. It's hard not to get the paint in there, but if you can get it out, it is to your advantage if you get it out. Otherwise, you can sand these down here at the bottom, and I have. Sometimes they are, you know, they're just too big. You know, so he'll fit in there. So I've got this green, and actually I want to spatter him first, and need to put, well, I'm going to put this little button on here because that's just going to get glued on there. So all the pieces are glued. Oh my gosh, he's cute. So I need to grab some black, and I need to grab some white. And I'm going to have to step out of the screen for just a second. I don't know if I want to use you can use like a chalk pen to do your line work, but I'm going to grab some white paint and some dark paint or black paint. White and you could also use like a Posca pen, you guys, if you wanted to. Like these are Poscas. Let me see if this is. Let's see where this is at. This might work. So this is just for some line work, and you can do what you want. You don't have to do it. My line work isn't fabulous, but it is what it is. Some people do like paint and over the nose. Okay, it's probably over here. Well, let's see. No, they don't show it on the hands. I figured they would. Nope. On the carrot, they show it on the. And then, so this is an acrylic paint pen, Posca, P-O-S-C-A. They're amazing. I have the whole set. Well, I have one set. I'm not gonna lie, one set. They come in all different. There's a lot of different sets. So I am going to take. Well, you know what? I might just, if I can. Sometimes I just take my lid because I don't need that much. And, you know, it just seems like when you squirt it out, you squirt out a ton. So I'm just going to do his little eyeballs. And they are scored. I'm just using a stylus. I don't want to lay my hand in my white if it's still wet. Okay. And I think his eyebrows are probably going to be dark enough that you can see him. That is cute. Going to have my first Easter thing ready. I should just show you that too. You can take your stylus and you can also do that line work with your stylus if you want to. Oh my goodness. Where's the little thingamajig? I think it's over at my table. It is. Let me grab it real quick. This little thing I got from a store one day. From a store that's not like kitchen store. But they had those, and I thought, you know what, I need that. So you can take a stylus, dip it into your paint, and then you can start and make your line that way too. I really like that way better, but I went the other way. But I do like that better. And then this carrot gets polka dots. I always kind of get polka dot crazy. Did get my order in yesterday, and I did place another order because I wanted those free chubbies, and I had design dollars to spend, so decided to snag those. And then you see spots and you think, oh, I need one there and I need one there. Then you end up with so many spots. Now these look funny. Okay. There's my little carrot. Isn't that cute? But those spots I need to dry because when they're a bump like that, they are pretty thick. So you guys have any plans for the rest of the week? We've got a basketball game on Friday. Then that choral competition on Saturday. And then I think on Sunday, there's no plans. But I think I might go hang with my friend. If my husband, let's see, what was I going to do? Oh, it's going to paint the ears. So I'm just going to take my chalk again, just like I did last night on my chubby bunny, or Monday. And I just go in a little bit of red and a lot of pink. And this is just chalk, you guys. And if you want it to be permanent, just spray it. And it'll stay. It'll stay. It'll probably stay anyway, but I'm going to do his cheeks. One thing about this bunny, he doesn't have any whiskers. And he doesn't have any whiskers. Isn't that something? So this is just pastel chalks. Just chalks. That's what I use. You can use blush. You can use whatever you want. No worries. Blush works fine. You can go to the dollar store and buy blush. And it just works dandy. Let's see. I wanted to put some dots on his face. I wonder if I can get by with If I can get by with buttermilk, I'm going to try. Oh, I don't want to put my arm in that. Oh my goodness. You guys, it's so warm here. That I think our trees are starting to bud, and that means my allergies are going to start kicking in. So I'm probably going to have to figure something out. Start on my Zyrtec or something, because holy mackerel. If not, I'll be in trouble. I want to spatter this a little bit. Trying not to squeeze out a whole buttload of that. Need a toothbrush, and of course it's over here on my table. Hold, please. I'm only like 2 feet away, but I get out of the camera. So I'm going to spatter this with some white paint. So I'm going to take my toothbrush and I stick it in water and tap it out. Stick it in the paint. Stick it in the water. Tap it out. And then you can test it to see if it's what you think. If it's too wet, then you're going to have big old spots. But if it's not too wet, you'll just have little spots. And you can kind of get to your areas, you know, that you think maybe you missed or something. That is cute. And enough white paint to do 15 of them. That's my life. Okay, this little carrot gets stuck right there. But, oh yeah, I was thinking the ribbon went around his neck, but it must not. It must just get glued on. A little bit of that glue. Just stick that right there. Put that in there so I don't, half the time I forget to close my glue up and then my lid gets yucky. Let's let that dry for a second. And I got this green. I don't really have, I need to figure out, I need to find some, pastel-y, but this is all right. This will be fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. So they showed it with 2 loops, but I don't think, I think I'm just going to do like a shoestring bow. Are you guys keeping up with that Savannah Guthrie's mom? Isn't that the pits? This makes me sick, I tell you. Just makes me sick. I've been watching it. I watch the Today Show. That's my show. Today Show is my show. So those people are like, they really are like family. It's crazy, but it's kind of the way they are. I used to watch Good Morning America, and I don't know why I switched over, but I did at some time. I don't know if it was during COVID that I did that or when it was, but somewhere along the line I switched. I'm not sure why. Fabric scissors. So I'm going to have to change all my Valentine out. and put something. St. Patrick's Day or Easter or a little bit of both. So I'm going to take my, just kind of want to fray the ends a little bit. I don't want them to be perfect. Perfectly cut, that looks funny. Probably could even be a little, well, maybe not. I say they probably could even be a little shorter, but ooh, the strings. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to start taking mine. I better check and make sure I have my allergy medicine. I think our trees are starting to bud. It's ridiculous. It's going to be 70 on Sunday, which is wonderful because that's my birthday. But come on, you guys. It's winter. It's like, what the heck? I don't want it to be, I mean, I don't mind the 70s. I'm not going to lie. I don't mind the 70s. But we need moisture. Holy moly. We need moisture. Let's see. I think I want to kind of turn that bow a little bit. Not my carrot, though. Leave my carrot alone. And then this little tag just goes right in the middle. But they took a piece of jute. I don't know. This might be too big. I just made a little shoestring bow. Just tie it just like a bow. And then just pull your ends in until you get it the size you want it. This birthday's kind of a strange one. It's my, I tell people it's my last year in my 60s. How in the heck did that happen? Can't believe I'm going to be 70 years old. Not this year. I got another year. But still. Good old drippy nose. And then I went to the bathroom today while I was at that luncheon, and I'm washing my hands, and I noticed that my eye's all bloody on the inside. Now, it wasn't that way when I put my mascara on in the morning, so I don't know what in the world happened, but you guys, seriously. Oh my Lord. He is cute. Or she. It. Now I'm going to have to sand it, I think. Oh no, maybe not. Come on, get in there. That one's going in. Why isn't this one? Oh, there we go. Not quite all the way, though. That is cute. We'll do a chalk thing. Well, I might not be here tomorrow night, so we'll see. So I smacked mine down on the counter. And he went in. What do you think, guys? Cute? Isn't that adorable? Oh, man. See? Oh, my goodness. There we go. Holy cats. Man. That needs to get some of this off of there. Good gravy. That's why it's sticking. Well, I'm going to recap some of my paint because I can't get this paint anymore, you guys. I have to order it. Hobby Lobby quit carrying it. The nerve. The absolute nerve. And we don't have a Hobby or a Michaels. We have, the closest Michaels for us is in Lincoln. That's 100 miles away or 100 and some miles away. And they don't carry that much anyway. So it's going to be an order. It's going to be an order online type thing. And that's annoying. Ugh. So I'm just going to recoup some of my paints and call it a night. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you can share me out there, please do it. I think we should, I have, Chalk Couture came out with a, I should show it to you. And I think we're going to do it as a draw gift. Let me get this pink. And then I'll show you. You earned it if you bought a certain amount. And I did 3 times over. So I've got 3 of them. So I'd like to give one away for sure. So let me show you what I got. It is this. So when we went to our Chalk Con in last year, it was, I don't even remember when it was, in the summer, I think June. Everybody got to put in what you would want to do, what you would want if you could have other kind of craft things for Chalk Couture. So that's when they came out with embroidery and those kind of things. And they came out with this. So this is a punch needle kit. And it's got the wiener dog. And he's got his little sweater on. And you get that. And then you get a tote bag to put him on. And you get the ink to stencil him on. You get the needle, the Pope needle with the kit. And you get 17 different colors of embroidery thread. So I think we'll do that as a giveaway. So if you share this video, I think we'll go for like a month. So maybe we'll go like till the end of, what is this, February? How about let's go to like March 15th or something like that. And everybody that shares, their name will go into a drawing, and then we'll draw out, and somebody will win that. And then I'll throw in an embroidery hoop. Because I think you need to have that to do that. So it didn't come with that, but I'll throw that in. So here's our little bunny, you guys. Isn't he cute? I love him. And you could do him really prim, but he's kind of prim anyway. I love him. So he's $10. If you want to do the kit, he's $10. So let me know. You guys have a great rest of your day. Isn't that bunny cute? Next will be Easter, yeah. You know what? I took off my front door. I had a big old mitten on my front door with fur on the hand, on the top of the mitten, and then snowflakes on the mitten. And I was out there today because I hung my garden flag out in a pot that's on my front porch, and I thought, I'm taking that mitten off. I don't even feel like it's winter. So I put my big Valentine up there, which I have a Valentine. I don't know why I didn't put it out. And then after that, I'll put my March one on. So, yeah, it just doesn't even feel like winter. It's crazy. Oh, I love that little bunny. I think he's adorable. And then there's a whole bunch of these different things, you guys. There's even one that has a boy and a girl. And then I saw a girl doing these today, you guys, and she takes these and makes them look like rustic. They're cute as can be. You glue them together and paint them and put cinnamon and clove on them and spray them, and they're adorable. So cute. So we're going to do some of those too sometime. I got all kinds of things I got in my head. But I wanted to get him done, and I wanted to get kits going again because I can. And I will see you next time, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.